Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Texas A&M's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The play action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Missouri Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different.
Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off play action on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt in the SEC.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll bring it back. It's quick. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. The expressway is wide open. The 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, looking for a man. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. A shot toward the end zone, and it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Going deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They'll run the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. This guy can throw it. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. And back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's quick. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Missouri. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Texas A&M.
Down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the ground with the back. All by himself down the middle. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
What an unbelievable play on offense. And I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over USC. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? To the air, it's House. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. From the gun. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. To the air, it's House. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, but just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Escapes trouble. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to throw. Complete downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock,
Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and when he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under.
Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David.
Nothing but green ahead. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive yards. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, look out! The 10! Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's open on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answer.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to test the right side with this one. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try to sneak it. Touchdown, Missouri! And the beatdown has ensued.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to USC. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party tip. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here protect.
He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to pass it. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off.